Okay, let's talk about actually drawing the line work for our topography now. So you're going to start by inserting your image. And I'll do this one of the Salt Lake City office. Bam. So normally we would resize this. Like I said in one of my previous videos, I like to use parking stalls a lot of times. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 20. We'll say 27 to this stall here. So then you just pull out your calculator, do 27 times 9, 243. So now we know that this spot from here to there is 243 feet. We'll resize the image. Bam. Now we've got a full scale image. So if we want to draw topography on this, let's say this is flat and we didn't scan it with the drone just for the sake of easiness. We will go ahead and add our topo surface and add our 4 points. Bam. Okay, so now our topo surface is there and we can't see our image. So we'll go ahead and switch into wireframe, and now we can. So there are a couple of different things that I'm going to show you here. First, I'm going to show you subregions. We're going to use subregions to draw in our roads. And again, for the sake of ease, I'm just going to draw in this road right here. So I'll just go like this. Come all the way down to here. And now we have our subregion for our road. If we come into 3D, we should see that line that we drew. So you should be able to select that subregion and create a new material. And we'll just call it, road. You'll want to use render appearance, and we'll just make it black. Okay, now we have our road. So obviously you're going to duplicate this throughout and draw out all your roads, super detailed. You can do the same thing for all of your curbs and your sidewalks, your gutters, just using subregions. So now let's suppose that we want to draw those lines that we saw on the road. There are a couple of ways we can do it. We can do subregions again, or there's another method that works really well if you have a lot of lines to draw. So what I like to use is railings. So what you're going to do is you're going to come into here, File, if it loads. File, New, Family, and you're going to do Profile Rail, just like that. Open. Okay, so now what we're looking at is a section cut of our profile that we're going to draw. So let's say that line is, we'll create a line, we'll make it, I don't know, let's say it's a foot wide, so 6 inches on this side. Oop, that was a mistake. 6 inches on this side, and we want it to be really thin. So we'll go ahead and move it down to here, and then maybe we'll move it up just a hair. We'll make it about 1/4 inch thick. That's fine. That's perfect. So then you want to close this up. Perfect. And then you'll save this. File. Let that load. Save as. Family. And we'll just save it to downloads, and we'll call it line work or road line work. Just like that in downloads. So now we go back, we load this into our project, and we're back in our project. You're going to go to architecture, railing, edit type, duplicate, and you're going to call this, we'll just call it line work for road, just like that. Okay. And then you're going to come into here. Sorry, I did that kind of quick. Your baluster placement. And you're going to make sure that this is set to none and these are set to none. Say OK. And then you're going to go up to rail structure and you're going to make sure that we have our, where is it? Road line work. You want to load that profile in. Give it a material. I had already created one. I'll create another one. We'll call it yellow paint or something like that. You want to use render appearance, make that yellow. And keep in mind, all these textures are going to be changed later. This is just for the ease of seeing what each of the lines are. So there, and then you also want to make sure that this use top rail, make sure that that's unchecked. And then we'll say OK. And now all we have to do is draw a straight line. And it should create that profile we created earlier. So we'll go ahead and draw this line, and you'll see in a moment why this can be sometimes a lot faster. If you have a lot of line work to draw, this method is probably preferred. So we just drew one line, and now all we have to do is use our split tool, split the rail. Well, actually first you want to go into 3D and make sure that that line is actually attached to the surface, so you can just say pick new host just to be safe, and now we know that it's aligned to that surface. We should be able to go back into our level, use your split tool, and then you just split the rail and delete out the sections that you don't need. Nice and easy. The reason why we do it this way instead of using software like InfraWorks to create the site is it just comes out looking so much cleaner. So then we can just go ahead and select our sections that we don't want and delete them. Just like that. And now we have our paved road.